Welcome to TipTopWebsite.com. I'm Dan Doherty, your host for show number 9 for Thursday, October 30th, 2008. Are you excited for Halloween? What are you going to dress as? I was thinking the Incredible Hulk for myself. I got some green paint, but my wife thinks it would look goofy. What, does she think my muscles are not big enough? I'll try to paint some on. What's going on with that? My kids say, go for it, Dad. So I'll take a picture of whatever I'm wearing. I'll have it on next week's show. All right, let's make sure, first of all, I got the date right. Excellent. All right. Remember, I always film this the day before. So, do you hear the construction in the background? They're doing construction on my deck in the background at the office here. Now, do I want that perfect environment, that clean room environment of the studio, so you as the viewer don't hear any background noise, so you think that people on camera live in a bubble? Do I go out and tell these hardworking guys, hey, cut it out, I'm filming an important TV show here? No. Why is my job, why is my life more important than these guys? It's not. Never think you're above or better than anyone. So you're going to hear a bunch of noise in the background. And that's that. I'm sure if I ask these guys, hey, give me 15, 20 minutes, they'd say, hey, no problem, Dan. But that's not what life's about. Do I go out there and say, hey, look, what I'm doing is much more important than what you're doing? Baloney. Don't buy into that. Don't ever think, I know I just said this, don't ever think you're better than someone else. You may be smarter in one area than the other person, but ask the other person, hey, you building a deck. How are you doing that? What kind of wood are you using? I always ask questions. Some of the smartest, some of the wealthiest people I know ask more questions than some of the dumbest people I know. All right? Don't forget that Einstein said the only stupid thing about questioning is to stop questioning. Don't forget it. All right? All right, so here's the deal. TipTopWebsite.com. Create your own website online, 60 seconds, $1. Watch the show. At the end of the show, I'll give you a promo code for a free domain. That's right. I'll give you a free domain to get you online. I'm here to help you. Enjoy the show. All right, here we go. All right, we talked about Netflix before. Netflix is fantastic. You can drop in the mail. They send you in the mail an envelope with the DVD you chose from them. You drop it back in the mail. A day later, they send you the next one on the list. On demand, they have Netflix. They have over 100,000 movies you can get in the mail. Netflix.com, we talked about before. Check it out, though, Netflix.com. Now they have an on-demand. They have over 10,000 movies you can watch directly on your computer. You have to have their minimal $9.95 a month package. They'll still send you movies in the mail, but you can also watch over 10,000 movies they have on demand. We talked about a Roku box you can hook up to your TV. The problem is it's never worked on Macintosh until now. Silverlight is a program. I know I'm bouncing around, follow me here. Silverlight is a program just like Flash. You're watching this video right now in Flash. If you're watching online, the people that are watching on iTunes are watching in iTunes or their iPod are converting it. But if you're watching on my website, you're watching in Flash. All the videos on YouTube, Flash. Most all videos you see nowadays, Flash. Well, Netflix has their own standalone player. It's not Flash, and it wouldn't work on Macintosh before. Microsoft got together with Netflix and said, use our Silverlight player. Silverlight is just like Flash, but Microsoft makes it. Macromedia makes Adobe, they make Dreamweaver and a whole bunch of other fantastic products. They make Flash. Microsoft makes Silverlight. You may have seen Silverlight, you may have it on your computer because all of the Olympics watched this summer on NBC had to be watched with Silverlight. They weren't in Flash, they weren't in Media Player. You had to have Silverlight. It was Microsoft's way of introducing the world to Silverlight. So, very interesting. Netflix now works with Microsoft's version of Silverlight for Mac users. Is that crazy? Check it out, you Mac users. Let me know what you think. Good, fantastic, because everyone should be able to watch Netflix on any computer. There's going to be a day where everything's online. Right now, you go to the store, you buy Office, you buy Photoshop, maybe you download it online. Everything you buy is a packaged software box. You have to come home, you have to install it in your computer. Well, trust me, 5, 10 years from now, that's not going to exist. You're going to go to Staples to buy paper and pens. They're not going to be selling software. Everything is online. Everything's on the web. It's called cloud computing. So Google has Google Docs, Google Calendars. They have the new Android phone we talked about last week, which is basically their own operating system. So pretty much now, you're going to do everything on the web. What don't you do on the web now? You check your email probably on the web through Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, AOL. You check all your email on the web probably now through a web client. You do all your surfing on the web. You do your ordering on the web. What do you do in a standalone player? I mean, how often do you use Microsoft Word? You might use Microsoft Outlook to check your mail, but that's getting far and few between. That's mostly for corporate users now. So everything will be on the web. Pretty soon you'll just need a scaled down laptop, even a thing called a netbook, which is half the size of a laptop. You may see them in stores now, the little 7-inch screens, full computer, just to get online to do your work. Everything is going to the cloud. They call it the cloud because it's a bunch of computer servers all tied together that are storing information. They're storing programs. Adobe Photoshop is a $700 program. They're going to have that. You're going to be able to edit your photos online using a $700 program. You're just going to pay a monthly fee. Quicken, Intuit's Quicken. You buy TurboTax, you buy Quicken. That's all online now. Don't go to the store, buy a package for $100, $150, then have to upgrade every year. You just sign up for a monthly subscription, $9, $10 a month, $20 a month, and you always get the latest software. There's nothing to install. There's no bugs. There's no viruses. It's all online. You could share it with everyone else. You could share it with your accountant. Your accountant can do Quicken Online, share the stuff with you. You can verify before you print the checks out. Quicken, QuickBooks, all those things. Microsoft has their own version of all this too. Google's got their own version. Google's got Google Docs. And Microsoft is really working hard right now. They're getting ready to introduce not Microsoft Vista, but Microsoft 7. And that's supposed to have all of these fantastic stuff, all this fantastic stuff built in it. So not only will you have Microsoft 7 on your computer soon, the next couple of years, instead of Vista, you'll have Microsoft 7, which will be hooked up to all this cloud computing, and of course, Microsoft cloud computing. Don't worry about Microsoft 7. It's still a year away from coming out to the tech people, another year away from testing. So if you have Windows XP or if you have Windows Vista, you're fine. Don't even think twice about Microsoft 7 right now. Remember, whatever Microsoft version you do use, make sure you do the regular updates. Microsoft constantly has updates, and that's to keep hackers away from your computer. Their software is clean. Hackers find holes in it. Microsoft patches those holes. Hackers find more holes. And the new patches, it's just a cat and mouse game. So just keep your computer updated. You'll be fine. All right, let's talk about, while we're doing video, let's talk about Hulu. Hulu.com, Hulu.com. I talked about it on one of the first shows. Hulu, watch movies and TV show from Fox and NBC. They got together and put $100 million behind it. You can watch a lot of the stuff in high definition directly on your computer. It's phenomenal. It's free. Watch an episode of The Office, and you only get stuck with watching like a 60-second commercial for the entire episode of The Office. So you're not having to fast forward through this stuff. I think they'd rather have you watch a 60-second commercial than TiVo through the commercial. Smart idea. Anyways, they've been around for only 1 year now, and they're averaging 100 million videos a month people are watching. It's crazy. If you haven't checked it out, after the last show, after I touted it, one of the last shows I did, check it out, Hulu.com. It is phenomenal. I know my kids are on it all the time. I watch it for any episodes of TV I missed or old movies. You watch the old Hulk, Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno. You can watch important television shows like that. Knight Rider,